to Keep Calm and Money On, your personal financial coaching channel. Today, we're going to discuss those feelings of resentment and guilt that inevitably creep up when we realize that we may not have made the best financial decisions in the past or when we overspend on our budget. So now that we've gone through setting financial goals and meeting those financial goals through creating a budget and maximizing savings, I thought it'd be really important to create a short video just to talk about those judgy feelings that creep up when we start tracking our spending and see where our money went and where it goes, and sort of get that sinking feeling in your stomach when you realize that had you started earlier, you might have achieved your financial goals way sooner. If that happens to you, I want you to stop and remind yourself that the past cannot be changed, but you can change your financial future, which is exactly what you're doing by setting these goals and tracking your spending. For the first time in your life, you're tracking your spending and you're looking to see where your money went and where it's going. It's totally normal to look at these numbers and to think, oh my God, what am I doing? Or what did I do? Why did I act this way? Why didn't I find this idea or this journey sooner? You didn't. But harboring these feelings of resentment and judging yourself only creates suffering for you. It's just like when people start extreme dieting and they restrict themselves and they barely eat anything. They lose weight, absolutely, but it's so not sustainable that inevitably they end up quitting. And then what's the point? I don't want you to find yourself in that same situation where you go so hard and you look at your past financial decisions and it causes you so much suffering and so much guilt that you can't handle it to the point where you simply decide to quit. That completely defeats the purpose of why you're doing this. The reason that you're tracking your spending, your past spending to begin with, is simply to get an idea of what your budget should look like. It's not to punish yourself. It's not to feel guilty about the decisions you made. It's simply to learn from the past and move forward, to no longer make the same mistakes. I always say that I never regret anything that's happened in my life because I look at everything as an experience. I learned something from it, even if the result didn't make me happy or cause me some type of anguish. I really want you to do the same. If you start feeling that pit in your stomach and you're just angry at yourself, or how could you have done this? How could you have made these decisions? Just acknowledge having those feelings. Remind yourself that you're changing going forward and move on. Let go of those feelings. Once you can have that relationship with yourself, this process will be much easier. You don't want to suffer through this because it might be a long process depending on what your goal is. You might have to change your entire lifestyle. But if you're very hard on yourself, this whole process is going to be awful and you're not going to enjoy it. And ultimately, it might cause you to give up, which at the end of the day is the worst possible thing that can happen. You're promoting self-growth. You want to make yourself better as a person. And that includes not only how you spend your money, but also your relationship with money and your relationship with yourself, your past self and your future self. That's why I call this channel Keep Calm and Money On, because you need to be calm and relaxed while you're doing this so that it's sustainable and you can do it forever. I know in the budget video that I made, we were talking about how the first 3 months are going to be really hard. It's going to be a learning curve. The truth is, you might have a hard time within the first 6 months, the first 9 months. You might have expenses come up that you just didn't think about. You didn't realize you had to budget them in. That's okay. Just keep at it. Don't make yourself feel bad about what you're doing. You're taking control of your finances and you're doing better than the average person out there who has no idea what they're spending and has absolutely no desire to change that. The fact that you've chosen to change your financial future is already something that you should be very proud of yourself for. Give yourself that credit. We're humans. We make mistakes. Same thing goes for if you blow your budget. Just remind yourself that you made a mistake. You're going to look to see why you made that mistake. You're going to learn from it and you're going to move on so that next time you won't make that mistake anymore. And it'll get easier and easier from then. But again, give yourself a little bit of slack. We are only human. And the fact that you have decided to make these changes is so much more important than any of the bad decisions you might have made in the past. I do the exact same thing. I actually need to take my own advice because there are definitely times where I look back and I think, oh my God, talk about a financial disaster. Why did I do this? Why did I take out loans for undergrad? Why did I take out loans for law school? But hey, guess what? I did it. It's over. And there's nothing I can change about it. And to be perfectly honest, I probably wouldn't even if I had the opportunity because I met my husband in law school. And had I not gone, I would have never met him. The same goes for undergrad. Had I not gone to Northeastern, maybe my life would have been different. Maybe I would have never chosen to go to law school, or I would have gone to a different one. Who knows? The point is, it brought me to where I am today, and I'm very happy with the path that I have chosen. And you need to do the same so that you can move forward. When it comes to my budget currently, I'm constantly trying to maximize my savings, trying to make just every budget item come in under whatever I set for that month. Sometimes at the detriment of my own personal well-being, because I start restricting myself in ways where it's absolutely not necessary. So try and learn from me and try and really, again, enjoy this process. I talk about that a lot, and it's because this is really a lifestyle change. It's not that you're going to get to a certain goal, you're going to reach it, and then you're going to revert back to your old lifestyle. It's not true. That's not what's going to happen. Because once you do meet that first goal, it's going to feel so good that you're going to want to set another one, and you're just going to keep going. And it is so important for you to enjoy that and not to kill yourself for it. Because if you restrict yourself too much, make yourself feel too guilty about some type of discretionary expenses, once you do reach those goals, because of course you will, I mean, if you cut everything else in your life out, you're not going to be happy. And that's the whole purpose of why we're even on this earth. We're here to be happy. We're supposed to live every moment to the fullest and find happiness. You're not going to find happiness when you are able to afford to buy a house. I didn't find happiness just because I paid off my private student loan debt. I found happiness in seeing myself get better each and every day and completely overhauling my entire lifestyle and personality. That's really what it's all about. If you have any questions or you need a pep talk, just send me an email or you can leave a comment. I'm always here to help you. I want to be your biggest cheerleader because I know that you can do it. Everyone can do it. It's in your power. You just have to believe in yourself and don't make yourself feel bad for mistakes. Just remember, we all make mistakes. We're only human. And most importantly, remember to keep calm and money on. I'll see you next time.